Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the... Let me make this guy quiet. Today we're going to be talking about the Pdt Rule and the challenges that come along with it. Trading under the Pdt Rule is not the easiest thing to do, but it can be done. In this video, we're going to give you an example of what not to do when trading under the Pdt Rule. Okay? So, we took 2 trades this morning on the under the Pdt Rule in our small account challenge. And I got 4 hours of sleep last night, so that was my first mistake. I shouldn't have even traded when my mind wasn't 100%. That's one of the worst things that you can do. Now, we're going to jump in here to our first trade, which was on DOGZ. When you're trading under the Pdt Rule, you want to make sure that you are getting the absolute best setups available and the cheapest stocks available. You have to be very patient when trading an account where you can only trade 3 times a week. Because if you don't hone in on the top and the best of the best, it's going to take you years to grow your account. And that's if you even know anything about the market. Most people that come in under the Pdt Rule have 0 experience in the market. So if you're new to this channel or you're finding this video on YouTube, we would recommend joining us on Discord. The link is going to be in the description. Watching our other videos and following our rules. Everything we're teaching you is 100% free. We started this channel to help people because we were tired of seeing people lose money in the markets and in all the junky Facebook groups where they just got made fun of. So watch this video and take these lessons to heart, okay? So I was watching this here this morning. I usually start watching the markets around 4:35 a.m., getting my watch list ready, and just seeing what the markets are doing. This morning, everything looked good, and then right around 7 o'clock when we start trading on Thinkorswim, about 30 minutes prior to that, everything started breaking down. So that should have been warning number 1 as far as trading a small account challenge. Okay? When you have a massive breakdown like this, you had consolidation here, and then you had a massive breakdown. Then you had the run up right at 7 a.m. Okay? I was talking with the group this morning so we didn't get in right at the bottom. What we wait for in our rules is for your stock to break through the 20 moving average. Okay? It broke through the 200 moving average to the upside, and then it broke the 20. So our next bar, which broke that 20, which was right here, we jumped into this stock because on a typical day, that would be your entry point. Now, on a non-typical day, which today was because I hadn't slept, on a small account, I should have never gotten into a position like this for several reasons. Now, let me go over them here with you, okay? Why this was a bad entry, why we made a bad choice today. 1, we weren't clearly thinking. 2, as a new trader and under the Pdt Rule, you never want to trade a chart like this. Okay, you never want to jump into something that looks like this, where you have a massive sell-off, where stock just completely breaks down, because the chances of that recovering are slim to none. And they do recover, and they can make higher highs, but this is not your entry point. Today is a Wednesday. There's a lot of volume in the market early. A lot more volume than is typical on a Wednesday. So according to our 1-bar rule, our 1-bar rule consists of if you get in this bar and then the next bar breaks the bar you got in on, you're out. This one didn't really break it, so we stayed in. but then the trend was a downtrend. It just started trending down, and then when we finally broke it here, we got out, we closed the position, we lost $102, as you can see right here. Now that's a very minimal loss, but still, a loss is a loss, okay? And on a small account, you have to nip those losses in the butt extremely quickly, or you're going to lose your whole account. So now, a lot of new traders will be like, well, let me just hang on to this and see if it does something different. Let me see if I can get my $100 back, okay? You do that, now here you're down another $100. Now here you're down another $100. So now you're down $300. I mean, how long do you want to keep on going like that, right? That's not the way you play this game. That's not the way you're successful at this game. You have to cut your losses at the 1 bar rule no matter what, whether you're under the PDT rule or not under the PDT rule. The reason we should not have played this stock under the PDT rule is because of this setup. This is a terrible setup. It's just not something we should have wasted a day trade on. Now, if you look at the larger picture here, the stock kept continuing down. It made a couple of nice moves, a couple of really nice plays that you could have took advantage of, okay? But following the 1 bar rule, under the PDT rule, it was just a terrible setup. We should have never gotten in that trade. Then we got into LODE. Okay, we lost $53 on this one. Now, LODE was a lot different than the first stock that we got in on. Okay, LODE was making higher highs and higher lows, as you can see here. Higher highs, higher lows. So, what we did is after this consolidation, which was right in here, we had really tight consolidation, super tight, super short candles. We were expecting an explosive move on this. Okay? We got in as soon as it crossed your previous high. I call this a triple top. As soon as we broke through that triple top, we were in this trade. Okay? Now looking at the setup of this morning, this was a much better, cleaner, crisper chart. But why I shouldn't have traded it on the small account because of the price. If you have a small account here, this we started with 1,500, you don't want to be trading stocks $10, okay? You can buy 100 shares of a stock at $10, right? That's $1,000. So you can get 150 shares, but for every dollar move, you're only going to make $150. You want to focus on stocks between $1 and $4 max. Because when those move $2, $3, you're going to have either 1,500 shares, 1,000 shares, 900, 800 shares. You're going to make a lot more money for your per dollar move, okay? So although this setup was an excellent setup, much better than DOGZ, which was already breaking down, in the morning pre-market it was excellent, okay? It was a low flow, looked really good. But again, should have never got in here after a massive sell-off like that. Should have waited for a better entry. Which, now that we're here, let's look at that. There was perfect opportunity for a better entry, okay? Even, we teach our traders not to trade under the 200. You want to wait for it to cross back over the 200. Experienced traders that know our strategy and know the charts and can get in and out without losing 1 bar. You could trade these. You could have took this trade here back up through the 20. Once it crossed the 20 here, you could have took that trade and rode it from 342 all the way up to 462. 1,000 shares, $1,000 profit on that move. Okay, our traders, when they're new, we want them trading here. When it breaks the 200, the 20, and the VWAP, $4.14, $4.77. I typically don't like to trade these little incremental tickers where you have to make such a big move to make a little a dollar amount. But that would have been your entry here, or even over here. Once it started, right here would have been your perfect entry on LODE. Once it started to cross over the 20, had you got in here, this would have been a good entry point, this second confirmation. See, it was higher than your first bar, but then it broke down, so you would have been out right here. Never lose more than 1 bar. Your next perfect entry would have been right here. Now, had you got in here, you could have rode this from 869 up to 1116. That's a perfect entry. This is where I should have been focusing on, but again, actually, I'm talking about 2 different stocks. This was another entry, a good entry, because from here over, we started making higher highs and higher lows. So that was giving you your first clue and direction into the way the stock was moving. Now we're making higher highs and higher lows, okay? Let me get back to DOGZ, because I think there was another trade in there. Yeah, we already talked about both of them. So at the end of the day, guys, when you're under the PDT rule, you want your patterns and charts that you're trading to look just like this, just like LODE did when we got into this trade. But we should have never gotten into this trade because it was such a high price stock. But again, we got out following the 1 bar rule, and it continued down, which is why you must follow the 1 bar rule. We do have a video on the 1 bar rule here on our channel. So I just wanted to kind of make a quick video on there of what you should and should not do when you're trading under the PDT rule to try and grow your account. Never trade stocks that just dumped off like that. Wait and find a better setup. Today, pretty much everything has been one of the choppiest days I have seen. There's a lot of shorting going on today, a lot of battling between buyers and sellers. And there's really not much going on today as far as making a small account grow. So a day like today, where everything is just kind of chopping sideways, going down, a lot of volume, nothing really making big moves. Again, this is a way too overpriced stock. You just want to sit back, learn, watch some videos, see what's going on. There's no need to jump into any trade like we did today with these 2 ticker symbols. So again, just wanted to jump on here, give you guys a word of advice on the PDT rule. You want to make the best trades with the best setups. I'll put a link in the description below again to join us on Discord. We go live there in the mornings. We've been going live at 7:15. We're going to start going around 6:45 a.m. And if you want to join us, again, it's 100% free. Watch the YouTube videos for free training, and you'll have an idea of what we're talking about. I do teach live while we're trading live as well. So, guys, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you in Discord. Like a Hellcat.